No change. I've just been getting the details in from the National Hurricane Center in the United States. I'm afraid to say, Gustav, still on course for that landfall, potentially southwest of Louisiana, or I should say New Orleans, Louisiana, breakfast time on Monday. We have a new fix as well on the center of the storm, the eye of the storm. Right now, if we're talking about New Orleans, it's actually well southeast at the moment, about 360 kilometers southeast of New Orleans, but closing in fast now with that potential breakfast time landfall, certainly later into the morning, less likely. Let's zoom in and show you where the track goes then. Still our category 3 then. No change with the wind speeds here. The core of it 185 kilometers an hour. Of course, those wind gusts were a lot higher than that, over 222. So there's our landfall, potentially still as a 3, and then it begins to move inland and stalls. And this is going to be the big problem with this storm. But it is a category 3, very powerful indeed. We're going to see an awful lot of rain from it, and of course that all-important storm surge flooding could well be in excess of 4 meters. And New Orleans in the worst position because this storm's still on course for that southwest of New Orleans landfall there. We're going to see the winds, of course, from the south on the eastern side of the storm, and that is what is likely to push all that water to the north into the Mississippi, rather like we saw, of course, with Katrina exactly 3 years ago. Now, as far as rain amounts are concerned, we're going to see a massive rainmaker from this thing. I think over the next couple of days into Louisiana, more particularly, you can see the deep blues and I should say the oranges and purples indicating the really heavy rain in excess, some locales, of 300 or 400 millimeters. But it's going to be very widespread, this rain, even as far as eastern Texas, where the storm will be hanging out as late as Friday. And of course, behind it, on the heels of Gustav, we have Hanna, which is a much weaker storm, a tropical storm. It's going to be causing wind and rain in the Bahamas. But this storm could be a threat to the east central coast of Florida by the weekend, although at the moment we think it will still be holding in at tropical storm strength. There's a lot going on in the world. We'll keep you up to date with the very latest on Gustav and Hanna in the hours ahead. I want to take you back over to London right now. Sasha and Matt.